Sometimes we make some very silly English mistakes when we speak, and we do this without even realizing. Sometimes the wrong way to say it is considered the right way to say it. We're going to look at some of these and see how to fix them and what the right way to say certain things is. We're going to look at some things called idioms and usage and the mistakes we make with that. Hi, I'm Ajit from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learn it together English fluency program. With Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. And we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So let's look at the first idiom mistake that we make very often and why it's wrong. We often say, I am angry on you. This is completely wrong. This is incorrect. For example, I am angry on you. This is incorrect. What is the right way to say it? Well, the right way to say it is I am angry with you. So if you're angry with someone, a person, then it's angry with. But if you're angry about a situation, then you say I am angry at how things turned out, or I'm angry at how he behaved last night. So with for person and at about a situation. Angry with, angry at, these are the correct usages, not angry on. That's absolutely wrong. The next one is suggest me. Can you suggest me a good movie? Wrong. What is the right way to say it? Well, can you suggest a good movie to me? Or can you suggest a good movie? Or you could ask, can you suggest a good show on Netflix for me to watch this weekend? Right? You could also use the word recommend. Can you recommend a good movie to me? That's also fine. But again, you wouldn't say suggest me, because then you're asking suggest me to someone, right? That is how you'd use, and that is incorrect in this context. So it's always suggest something to me. Then there's also say me that I hear quite often. For example, do you want to go out for coffee? Say me, right? And I've heard this quite often among Indian speakers. What is wrong with this? Well, say me means you're asking someone to say me. That doesn't make sense. In fact, what you should be saying is, do you want to go out for coffee? Tell me, right? Say essentially means to blurt something else out as is, to quote something. You could also have variation of this, right? For example, she says me to exercise every day. Essentially, you're saying recommends or suggests. This is also incorrect. Says me is incorrect. How should you say it instead? Well, she asked me to exercise every day. So you could use that instead of say me if you're using that. Or she told me to exercise every day. Another alternative is use suggest. She suggested that I exercise every day. All these are valid ways of saying the same thing, but in a correct way. Say me or says me is incorrect. Before we go to the next set of idiomatic expressions and idiomatic structures that you're misusing, here's a quick look at the Capshine learning model. With this, you get access to speaking opportunities, you get to learn and practice as a group, you get a monthly fluency report, a personal coach who gives you recommendation and feedback, you get access to daily micro lessons and live classes to help bolster your skills and become a more confident and capable user of the English language. Let's go to the next one. The next one that we often misuse is prefer X over Y. I prefer ice cream over chocolate, right? This sounds correct because most of us say it, but this is incorrect. This is not idiomatically correct. It's wrong English. What do you say instead? Well, instead of saying I prefer jazz over hip hop, which is wrong, you would say I prefer jazz to hip hop. It's always prefer something to something else. So prefer to, that's the right alternative. I'd rather listen to hip hop than jazz, or the other way around, whichever works for you, right? So I'd rather listen to is another way to say the same thing. Great. The next one is prohibit versus forbid. We often misuse these words, or rather we interchange the usage and we don't necessarily use them the right way. Look at these two sentences. I was prohibited to attend the event. I forbid you from attending the event. They sound right, and a lot of you might be saying or using them that way, but they're actually wrong. What's the problem? Well, prohibit always is followed by from. You're always prohibited from doing something, but you're always forbidden to do something. So I was prohibited from attending the event. I forbid you to attend the event. See the difference? So prohibit from, forbid to. That's the correct usage. And of course, there's between you and I. A lot of times people confuse or get confused with, is it you or you and I or you and me? But if it says between you and me or between you and I, this is always wrong. For example, between you and I, this story seems fake. This is incorrect. Why? Because between is a preposition, and anything that comes after a preposition in a particular structure always takes the role of an object. And we've discussed this in the types of pronouns video. Do check that out. Therefore, you should always use the object pronoun here, me rather than I. Right? So between you and me, this story seems fake. Or let's keep this secret between you and me. Always, if there's between and there's you and some other pronoun, the pronouns that follow have to be object pronoun. Great, I hope you found this video informative. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out Capshine's 30-day free trial by going to capshine.com or downloading the app from the Play Store. Thanks for watching.